to you next. You have a unique position. You're, as I mentioned, two-time entrepreneur. So you've seen and lived firsthand the challenges of a startup entrepreneur. One under not so much under a crisis like we're having today, but certainly under challenging times. Because if I remember correctly, when you were doing Keep Up, you were in grad school as well while doing your startup. And then now with, Black Women Talk Tech, and then also with your new venture, Fundr, you've heard and you've seen the challenges of fundraising and pivoting and all those kind of things. Share with us what kind of, briefly what you're seeing today from those that are trying to, start their business, build their business, grow their business. And then also, what is Black Women Talk Tech? And what and we need to talk about Fundr a little bit, right? So what Fundr's got something coming up, and we want people to know about it. So give us your kind of a brief overview of those things and what you're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you hit the nail on the head. If you have been an entrepreneur for long enough, you have been through struggle situations. Like, you understand what it means to struggle and to pivot and to face problems head on. And I think something like this, even though it's a lot more extreme, and like Gustavo said, it's impacted everyone. It's similar in having a problem coming up against your overall plan and throwing a wrench in it, and then trying to find some way to pivot. I think if you're an entrepreneur, you're crazy enough to see opportunity within every single problem. And we're seeing that with a lot of our entrepreneurs right now. They are creating things like this. They're creating virtual events. They're finding ways to shift their tools so that they can be used for remote work or any other different opportunities that are out there right now. And so, yes, it's tough. And I think also take that time to sit and think about what you want to do, right? You don't have to start a whole new business just because we have the corona going on. I think a lot of people, there's a lot of pressure to be super productive right now. But if you do see that opportunity, it's out there. I think there's ways to make money. I think there's ways to find grants. There's ways to get loans to keep your business going during this time, because this will pass. And you can create really incredible companies from, I think, really bad situations, as we've seen in the past in different recessions and even just personally through different trials and tribulations you have to go through.
Awesome. So tell us, Black Women Talk Tech, what are they doing now? What's on their radar? And then give us a little bit about, what to expect from, what Fundr is, and then what to expect with Fundr.
Yeah, so Black Women Talk Tech has always been a resource to help Black women tech founders, and now we've expanded into Black Men Talk Tech as well. So we're helping Black male tech founders as well. So we're here to be a support. We started this with my two co-founders. One of them is on the chat, Asosa Igodera, my other co-founder, Regina Gwynn, because we had our own tech companies and we felt like there weren't resources for us out there to help us grow, not only from that first stage, but to a scalable billion-dollar business. There weren't many of us who were doing that. And so how can we support each other and share all the knowledge that we have to get us to that next stage? And I think this is just like that. So what we're trying to do is really push all the resources and all the knowledge that we're collecting, because people are sending it to us, to share out to everyone else. We put together an incredible email that went out a couple of weeks ago, and I'll share the link for that in here, where there's a ton of resources. We're updating that every single day. We're getting new things that are coming in, new different grants from Shea Moisture, from the Red Backpack Fund, Digital Undivided. There's tons of resources out here in order to find money to get you through this next phase. So we're sharing that. We're also sharing our support network and community. I think during times like this, coming together and making sure you're supporting each other is so important. It's important for the entrepreneur regardless, right? It's a big part of our DNA, is making sure that you're taking care of your mental health and you're making sure that you are taking care of yourself, because as a founder, the journey is rough, and you have to make sure that you are really looking out for yourself in order to have a healthy business. And so we're sharing those resources as well. There's a lot of different groups that are doing therapy, that are supporting each other. Our chapters in general are doing a lot of virtual events where you can come and talk about your business and how to sort of move forward. So that's on the Black Women Talk Tech side. And then on Fundr side, Fundr is a platform that helps automate seed investing between angel investors and startups. And so again, thinking about those opportunities that are coming right now, and that are in front of us, it's a really interesting time because there aren't any pitch meetings happening right now. There's no going to coffee with investors. And so they're looking for different ways in order to invest their money online and in a way that makes sense. And so the fact that we automate the whole due diligence process for these startups online, connect them automatically to investors, and automate the entire deal process is something that we're actually getting a lot of outreach for right now. And it's a huge opportunity where we saw this as something that was growing and was a great space, but because it's sort of accelerated people moving remotely and moving virtually, we really saw that this is a huge opportunity for us now. So that's open. Our demo is available. Our beta is open to sign up. So you can check that out at fundr.ai.
And y'all gonna have to get behind me on the demo list because I signed up yesterday.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Lauren. Really appreciate it. I do, thank you for pointing out the perspective of, the wellness piece, because this is a high stress time for a lot of folks, right? And if you're an entrepreneur, you're carrying a load of stress no matter what. The question is, how do you deal with it, right? And making sure that you're maintaining a strong balance. And at the end of the day, without you, the founder, without you, the business owner, the business cannot move forward. If you're not well, the business is not well, right? And so we all have to be in this together. I appreciate Associate putting out all the Black Women Talk Tech information out there. I see you, sister. I see you out there. And I really appreciate that, blowing it up. So thank you for that, because we all do need to know where to go. And there is so much information. It can be overwhelming. And so really kind of take your time and go to, you got People Fund, you got Black Women Talk Tech, Fundr is coming. So we got to, sign up and support Lauren and really see if we can help more companies be successful.